And we are live. Hello, everyone, to the 2000 subscriber live stream. Your questions answered. Thank you so much for all the support you've provided me the last couple of years. It's crazy to think that uh, July 2021, that's when I started my YouTube channel. 3 years ago, me just talking to the camera in my car, being super anxious. And it's been an amazing journey. I'm so happy that I started scooping. I'm so happy that I started my YouTube channel. It's been an amazing ride. So I wanted to do a special live stream for my subscribers today. Your questions answered, right? You know me. Like I did a live stream with Ashley just the other day, and I went for 2.5, almost 3 hours. So today is all about you, the subscriber, the people who have supported me throughout this journey. I'm here to help you in whatever you want, whatever you need. Let me know how the audio is sounding, if the music's too loud, and make sure you start sending me some questions. I'm just going to be chilling here, talking to myself, waiting for your questions. So I'm super, super happy about just everything in general, being a pooper scooper, being a YouTuber. It's just crazy to think 3 years ago, I decided to start on my YouTuber journey, and like my first video absolutely sucked. I I know a lot of people got really, really dizzy with the point of um the POV shot, and I would have a camera mount right on the top of my head, and I recorded my videos like that. Um, Luckily now I do a better presentation, right? Fancy effects on the screen, live streams now, so I'm just happy that I'm here to help you guys. Just lawn and landscaping. Everything sounds good. Thank you. Soul Scene, how did you get clients and was it difficult? How did I get clients? So I started in December of 2020. I created a Facebook business page. I posted a GIF of a dog scooping up their own dog poop. And then I just started sharing my Facebook page to different Facebook groups. I pumped Facebook ads to that GIF. And after a week and a half, 2 weeks, I got my very first customer. Went to her yard. It was disgusting because it was in the middle of December. I had that metal claw machine that you squeeze, and it was so difficult to service that yard with the claw machine. But I did it. So it wasn't that difficult to get my first customer. I do foresee things ramping up, especially with how much more attention the poop scooping industry is getting. So it will get harder. It's going to be important for you to diversify your acquisition channels, right? Don't only go in on Facebook ads, don't only go in on Google ads. You'll want to disperse how you're acquiring customers. So that would be my recommendation to that. And something that I plan on doing today with my 2K subscriber special, right? I'm going to be doing giveaways to people who stay along the live stream, right? So every once in a while, I'm going to do just a giveaway. I have a bunch of stuff on poopscoopsfornoobs.com on my store, products, services, and I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff today. So just make sure you stay tuned for the whole stream because I'm feeling generous today. Today's been an amazing day. WSP. I don't know what WSP means. So how's everyone doing today? It's a Wednesday. The world's in chaos after the elections, right? I'm not going to get all political. Just I hope everyone is doing great out there. Be kind to your neighbor. At least half of the population is completely devastated right now. So just remember to show empathy to your neighbors and just be compassionate. We need more compassionate people out there in the world. Javier, my friend, I am here to support your project. Thank you, Javier. That's my dad. So I appreciate you coming on the live stream, Javier. King Flash, I want to do YouTube, but it's boring as hell just talking to people. I don't think it's boring talking to people. It just depends on like your passions. Like I'm an introvert in general. It's hard for me to talk to people, but I can talk by myself for a really long time as long as there's people to talk to. Just getting off work. How's it going? I'm doing great. I actually just made a big purchase. Newsflash, I've been driving my personal vehicle for my poop scooping business for the past 4 years, almost 5 years. And I just bought myself my very first work vehicle. So I am so excited to finally have a work vehicle because I've said it for years. I'm tired of hauling dog shit in my car. I'm a Nike followers. I just don't find YouTube for no more, and I'm not monetized. Yeah, sucks that you're not monetized. It's a long grind. You have to serve your audience. You have to enjoy what you do. I love to video edit. I love to tell stories. I don't make as many videos as I have in the past or as I should, but that is definitely something that I'm ramping up, especially now that Ashley and we got married. I don't have this wedding looming over me, so there's a lot of stuff that I have planned for the channel. I'm really excited. And I'm really excited that you're here chatting with me today. I have another question. I have seen where other scoopers offer a yard odor eliminator. What is that, and do clients prefer? So the yard odor eliminator is pretty much I call it a premium odor control spray. So there are a couple products out there. One product is the Wishy Wash. So I'm just pulling this up on my screen. But it's the Wishy Wash, and it's essentially a chlorine-based solution that you can connect to their hose and you spray down the yard. The Wishy Wash is really good for inorganic materials, kennel areas, rocks, patios. For inorganic materials, it's perfect as a sanitizer and a disinfectant. For grass, if you're trying to spray down the grass, it's better as a deodorizer. There's no such thing as a sanitizer for a yard, because that's essentially putting bleach on the yard and like killing the grass, right? So this is the Wishy Wash that I was mentioning. It's just this device that it has a capsule inside with the solution, and you connect a hose to it. The hose pumps water into the device, and then you spray the solution out of this device into the yard, and you spray everything down. And it's a really great add-on service to put, especially for areas that are super super smelly, like turf, artificial turf. Fake grass smells really bad, and it also soaks up a lot of urine, right? So a Wishy Wash solution is perfect for that. Congrats. I'm going to be doing the same as well until I make enough to get a vehicle as well. Thanks for all the info in your videos. My pleasure. I'm super happy to have you here. I literally drove my Mazda CX-5. It's almost at 200,000 miles. I bought that when it was like at 30 miles. And I bought that in 2016, but I started scooping in 2020. So I think it was close to maybe 60 or 70,000 miles on that vehicle until I started scooping. And now it's closing in on 200,000 miles. So I put a shit ton of miles on my Mazda, and I'm really excited that now I have a work vehicle. I'm super hyped. I just deleted every video off my channel, some of them. Damn, dude. You must really not like YouTube. I love YouTube, and I don't think I would ever delete my videos unless it's crazy a crazy video that shouldn't be online. What is one mistake you would avoid for a new scooper like myself? I don't think you're a new pooper. One mistake I would avoid. I mean, for me, like I literally just bought a work truck, right? So one mistake that I regret fully is not necessarily investing in a work vehicle, but investing in decals, magnets, just stuff that you can put on your vehicle for advertising. Me, I scooped for almost 5 years now, and my vehicle still doesn't have any decals. So imagine the hundreds of thousands, at least 120,000 miles that I drove in that vehicle. It could have been a mobile billboard for my business, and I never put any magnets. It's my own insecurities for whatever reason. I just never decided to put a wrap on it or magnets or anything. So one mistake is not taking advantage of your vehicle and putting some sort of advertising on it. That I can't even imagine where my business would be today if I had a mobile billboard working for me for the past 3 years. That's something that I really, really regret not doing. What is one mistake you avoid if you were starting today? So yeah, same thing. Probably invest in a car wrap or putting stuff on your vehicle. Another thing that I always recommend people is investing in a CRM, making sure that you build out your customer list, because the most valuable asset in your business is your customer list. So you don't want to keep spending all your marketing dollars on Facebook and Google and Instagram. You want to take them to your website so you can gather their contact information, first name, last name, email address, and phone number, preferably email and phone number, so then you can do future follow-ups at a later date. Now my customer list has grown to 700 customers, and I have between 2 to 3,000 contacts for apartments and HOAs. And that's because of the relationship building that I've been doing, sponsorship events, just having a place to gather people's contact information. And now with that contact information, I can advertise to those people with an email or a text blast or a ringless voicemail blast. These are things that I'm doing to market to that list without having to spend more money on Facebook or Google. Do you have a special license to use the cleaning supplies? So you don't quote me, I'm not a lawyer, right? But you don't need a special license for the wishy-wash. This might be dependent per state. At least for me, I didn't need a license for anything other than like a business license to actually manage my business. Um, yeah, that would be my recommendation. I know some people will ask for their dumpster to get sprayed, and you can use the wishy-wash for that. However, you would need a sort of special license to pick up all of the concentrated water, because you can't just let that water run off into like the sewer system. So stuff like that you may need a special license for. But you can put the wishy-wash solution in a pump sprayer. You can put it in a backpack sprayer and then spray people's patios, kennel areas, rocks, gravel, their grass, their lawns, and you won't need a license for that. On average, how do you price a commercial account like an apartment complex and hotel? Um, so for commercial accounts, it really depends on what are the services they're asking for. So most of the time, They'll ask for common area scooping, right? So scooping up where the walking paths are or where dogs typically go, as well as their pet waste stations. A lot of times, these commercial properties, they'll have several pet waste stations around the property, and it's either missing doggy bags on the top or the garbage bag liner is completely full, and they need you to restock and maintain that. And the pricing would change depending on if they already have the bags like in their office or if you need to get the bags yourself. So how would I price a commercial account? So one of the easiest things to do, or what I would recommend, is go to the property and try walking the property. Don't do like your normal lines that you would do in a residential account. Like I typically start with the entire border and then I'll go around the buildings. I'll do like a quick pace just to get a general ballpark of how long it would take to like walk the property. And then take pictures of all the pet waste stations so you know how many stations you would be servicing and like their current conditions. And then at that point, you would just do the math of like your hourly rate. So on average, a really good, well-trained tech should be able to do around 1 acre of a property in 1 hour. So let's say your commercial rates are $100 an hour and it took you an hour and a half to walk that property, then you would say your weekly rate would be $150. And then for pet waste stations, excuse me, and then for pet waste stations, I've seen that range depending if you're providing doggy bags or not, but I can see that range between $8 to $15 per station. But it's completely dependent on your location. It's dependent on how much you value your time. I'm always going to tell people to charge more than what they're charging. So eight to $15 plus for pet waste stations, and 80 to $120 per hour for like the actual scooping. And then you can use something like Google Earth. Google Earth has a measurement tool where you can plot out exactly where you would walk and it'll calculate the square acres or the square meters of the property. And then you can do some more calculations from there. I'm in the cleaning industry, and you probably don't need a license, but do carry the MSDS sheets for any chemicals you use. Well, I don't know what the MSDS sheets is, but I do have some pamphlet that talks about the wishy-wash and the products that's within the solution. So I hope that might be enough. I really don't know. I just got your cheat sheet, which I will be implementing to my Jobber profile. I'm just about to launch, just finishing up the logos, sites, flyers, cards, and gear. That's awesome. Gabriel's, where are you located? I'm wishing you a lot of luck on your scooping journey. It's one of the best decisions I've made. I'm super, super happy that I started scooping. I'm super, super happy to be chatting with you on my YouTube channel. And it's all because I decided to start scooping dog poop, which is crazy. So where are you located? I'm curious to hear that. But it's really exciting. It's going to take some effort. There's a lot more new people jumping into this industry thinking that it's scooping is a get rich quick scheme. And I hate being the bearer of bad news, but nothing in this life is a get rich quick scheme. The people who are succeeding like crazy with their scooping business are the people with a lot of money to spend on marketing. And from what I'm seeing, the people who've been super successful, they already have some sort of digital marketing background, so they know how to advertise and market their business, and they have the capital to do so. So just remember, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Don't worry if you don't get a customer after a week, because it will happen. You just have to be consistent. Cheat sheet, please tell. So this is actually a great segue. So Everyone knows that I am a Jobber fiend. Jobber has been one of the best investments that I've made for my business. So, Jobber is actually, oh no, my light just died. Hold on a second. I was going to say, Jobber is actually the sponsor of today's video. Um, Jobber is a CRM that I've used for my business. I've been using Jobber for since January of 2022, maybe. So I think maybe 2 or 3 years. It I, it's how I manage my poop scooping business. I'm able to receive requests from people. I'm able to send them a quote. Once the quote gets approved, I set them up via job. And when the job is complete, that's when I invoice them. Everything that I've done with my business has gone through Jobber to the point where I'm on track to make $175,000 with my poop scooping business just because of using Jobber. So, as a Jobber ambassador, I have a sweet deal for people who are signing up for the very first time. You can go to poopscoopsfornoobs.com/jobber. You'll get yourself a 14-day free trial plus my exclusive discount. And when you sign up, I send you my Jobber cheat sheet for pooper scoopers. It has all of my configurations, all of my settings, everything that I've used with Jobber to help you get set up as fast as possible. And something that I'm going to do because of this live stream, because I want to give back to my community. If you sign up for Jobber, you get the cheat sheet. But then if you stay and you subscribe to the service, I'll personally do a 1 hour coaching call with you to make sure Jobber is set up and to help you succeed. So poopscoopsfornoobs.com/jobber, and you'll get yourself my Jobber cheat sheet for pooper scoopers. Do you use QuickBooks also? I do use QuickBooks. And I have it integrated with Jobber, so it's pretty cool that whatever deposits that I get from Jobber payments, that automatically syncs over to QuickBooks. I'm really bad at um, maintaining it because you gotta categorize your expenses appropriately, and that's just one of the things that I've been lacking because I have 1,000 other things I'd rather be doing. The accounting side and the expenses side is something that I don't really pay attention to. I take that back. I pay attention to it a lot. I just don't focus on it. So it's usually once or twice a month I'll go through my QuickBooks and I'll have a shit ton of transactions that I got to categorize, and then I'm able to see my balance sheet, my profit loss statement at that point. Um, so do as I say, not as I do. If you're gonna have QuickBooks, it's something that you should be on top of almost every day because you always want to know how much money you're getting, how much money you're bringing in, and how much money you're spending with your business. Jeff's Lawn and Landscaping. I don't do scooping, but my wife does it part time. She has a few jobs, but is struggling to get more jobs. Any ideas to help her? So I would say it ultimately comes down to who are you trying to serve, right? When you identify who are you trying to serve, that helps tremendously because when you identify your who, then you know the things that are keeping them up that night. You know their desires. You know the stuff that are bothering them in their day-to-day life, not necessarily just with like their yard or all the poop that's there, but just their fears and aspirations. So when you identify your who, you're able to massage your messaging to a specific person. So, for example, let's say you want to serve parents or busy moms. Then, okay, my who is busy moms. I know busy moms tend to congregate around specific Facebook groups or in a specific type of media. You can alter your ad copy to speak directly to that type of person. So you can say something like, attention, busy moms of XYZ city. Are you overwhelmed with your yard? Are you overwhelmed with your yard and your kids are driving you crazy? These are little things, little triggers that you can say in your ad copy that would resonate well with who you're trying to advertise to and repel the people that are not interested in your service or that your messaging is not for. And the more you're able to magnetically attract people to your brand because of your messaging, that will help a lot more with your conversions. So everything comes from the who. That's what I would recommend. Who is she trying to serve? And then from there, where do they congregate online? What are ways that you can try to reach that target audience? I'm located in Oxnard, California, about an hour from Los Angeles. Well, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I know a bunch of scoopers from California. I don't really know. California is huge, right? So I don't know exactly where they are compared to like Los Angeles. Um, but I'm excited to have you. I'm excited to see that you're starting. It's going to be awesome. 2K subscriber special. We have 12 people watching the live stream. There's only 6 likes on this video. You want to do me a favor? Smash that like button. I'm trying to blow this video up for my 2K subscriber special. Smash the like button. And if you can smash the like button, I will do my very first giveaway of the night. So I'm going to give everyone a little bit of time to smash the like button, and then we're going to go into our giveaway. So if you didn't know, I have this website, poopscoopsfornoobs.com. There's a lot of blog articles. I post a lot on this website. I have my professional equipment list, the 18 best professional pooper scooper tools for your pet waste removal business. There's a laundry list of a lot of really great items that you should purchase for your poop scooping business. On poopscoopsfornoobs.com, I have a shop of a bunch of different things, products, services, terms of service, contract template, before and after pictures, a 2-hour coaching call. I have a bunch of things that I have available on poopscoopsfornoobs.com. So we're going to do a giveaway today. We're going to do the first giveaway. So let me share this screen. So what's going to happen is I'm going to type in a word, and then all you have to do is type in the exact same word, and make sure you meet, like, if it's capitalized, make sure you capitalize. I'm having a brain fart, but just make sure that you're matching the exact text, right? So let's say the word for today will be poop. Hashtag poop. So if you type in the word hashtag poop into the chat, it's going to collect a bunch of entries. And then after a little bit, I'm going to draw an entry, and then that will be a person who will receive a prize, a giveaway, because it's 2K subscriber special. I want to give back to my community. I love everyone. So we have 2 entries. Hashtag poop. Make sure you put in hashtag poop in the chat so you get a chance to win in this giveaway. And I'm gonna do a bunch of giveaways tonight, right? I plan on streaming however long people are online and asking me questions. I'm gonna keep answering them. So throughout the night, I'm gonna keep doing more giveaways. And while we wait for that, I'm gonna look at some comments. California here too. Dixon, California. Nobody knows where that is either. I definitely don't know where Dixon, California is. Poop, 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 poop. A lot of poops out there. Congrats on the 2K. Thank you, Michaela. I think that's how you say it. Poop, poop. We have 6 entries, and we have 20 people watching the live stream. Type in hashtag poop in the chat. I'm gonna give it 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to draw. Oh, and one thing, you only have to type it in once, right? Does You don't have to type it in more than once. It's not going to give you any extra entries. All you have to do is type in hashtag poop, and that'll be good. 10 more seconds. All you got to do is type it in one more time. Iman, you typed in scoop, not poop, so I don't know if you're in. And we're about to draw. Let's see who it is. Bee Farm. Congrats. Awesome. So you win the giveaway that's happening right now. Send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. My handle on most social media is just Poop Scoops for Noobs. So message me, take a screenshot of like your username, just so I have proof that you are who you say you are. And let's see, what am I gonna give you as a reward? You know what? I'm going to give you. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, here we go. So, Bee Farms, make sure you message me with a screenshot, right? But I'm going to be sending you 7 before and after pictures, just because you're awesome, just because you're here, and I appreciate you. So, send me a message on Facebook and Instagram with the name of your user on YouTube, and I'll make sure to send that to you. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm giving away. I'm going to be giving away copies of my book, What Every Property Manager Needs to Know About Effective Pet Waste Management. So make sure you stick around and keep asking your questions. We have 18 people watching this live stream right now and only 12 likes. Smash that like button. I'm trying to blow this video up. This is my 2K subscriber special. I'm giving shit away for free to my subscribers because I love everyone. I'm happy to be in this community. So keep your questions coming, please. I'm determined to win. I'm determined to give away free shit. So make sure you stick around for more giveaways. Bonita Springs, Florida here. I know a lot of scoopers starting up in Florida. It's really exciting. Like we're in an awesome time for this industry. So many brand new people starting. It's going to be a lot more competition, fierce competition, but all you can do is focus on what you can control, keep on scooping, and you'll go really, really far. Damn you. Yep, you got to make sure you stick around for more of the giveaways. Did you write that book? Why, in fact, I did, by Anthony Salazar. This was a book that I wrote specifically for property managers. I do a lot of trade shows with property managers and apartment complexes, HOAs, and this is something that I just give out to them for free. It gives them a lot of tactics and strategies to better manage the dog poop issues on their property. And I just give it to them for free. It's essentially a free lead magnet. It gives them the information, and then it gives them those tactics and strategies. But then it also gives them a call to action to reach out to me for an initial consultation. So, what every property manager needs to know about effective pet waste management, I will be giving out some copies of this book today if you stick around. So make sure you stick around. We have 20 people on the live stream, only 14 likes. I'm not liking that ratio. Pump that like button up. I don't have a Facebook or Instagram. Is there another way? Bee Farm, if you can send me an email, support@poopscoopsfornoobs.com, or if you go on my website, I actually show you. Hold on a second. Share screen. So if you go to poopscoopsfornoobs.com, there's this contact button, and then you can just fill out this information, and we can just take it from there. I'm just gonna need to. I'm gonna need to confirm that you are who you say you are. So if you send me a message through here, I'm gonna ask for like a screenshot of your bee farm screen name on YouTube. But then I'll make sure to send you stuff. Congrats, bee farm. Poop. Dude, that's badass. It is badass. How many people can say they've written a book, let alone a book about dog poop? So this is a secret that anyone can do, right? If you start a business, if you're providing a service for people, you yourself is an expert. You know a lot of stuff that you can package it in a way like in a book, in a checklist, in a bullet point guide. There's a lot of things that you can do to compile the information that you already have and then give it out to your customers, and they'll just think that it's more you're providing them more value. So it's 100% worth writing a book. It's 100% worth creating different kind of lead magnets to offer to your customer list. What's your nationality? I'm Colombian. I was born in New York. I lived in New York for 18 years, and then I moved to Rhode Island, and then I moved to Utah, but I'm Colombian. Poop. Cool, I'll do that. Thanks. You're welcome, Bee Farm. 2K subscriber special, everyone. Make sure you're putting your questions in the chat. I'm also doing giveaways throughout the evening. We already gave away some before and after pictures, so make sure you're sticking around. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because this live stream is for you. Wellness Me. Darn, I missed the poop giveaway. I've rewinded the live. Well, Wellness Me, there will be a lot more giveaways tonight. You just got to stick around. Hopefully people ask questions, right? Because I don't want to just keep giving stuff away. I want to engage with my community. I want to help out as many people as possible. So ask whatever questions you have. Congrats. Thank you. On poop removal, I know some supers take bagged poop with them instead of leaving in client's garbage can. Which do you prefer to take with you or leave in client's trash? So I always say I am a pet waste removal business. So we go to your yard, we scoop everything up, and then we remove it from your property. When you do removal, instead of putting it in their trash can, then you can be considered a full service provider. The only issue with that is if you don't have a truck, you have to put it in the trunk of your car. So I recommend like a plastic storage container or a plastic storage bin, I mean, with a lid. That's what my wife and we've been doing with our trunk. It's like a 27-gallon storage container. We'll use 13-gallon trash bags with our dustpan, and then we'll double bag it into like a 30-gallon garbage bag, and then put it in the storage bin. If you don't haul it away, then what I see most people do, they'll double bag the poop and then put it in a customer's trash can, or they'll leave it outside, like near their garage if the trash can is inside. The only issue with not hauling it away is some customers may feel like you are not providing a full service, so it's harder to justify having higher prices. So when you don't haul away, your prices tend to be a lot smaller because of that value differential. Sometimes customers hate that the poop is in their garbage can because they might leave the garbage can inside their garage. So they don't want to smell all that disgustingness from the dog shit. So it just really depends. Sometimes I wish I didn't haul away. I mean, I bought a truck today, not only specifically to like help me with the hauling away part, but one of the benefits of the truck that I bought is it has a truck bed. Now I can haul stuff away and not worry about the inside of my car just smelling really bad, especially during the summertime where it just basks in the heat and it just smells so disgusting. Wintertime is awesome because everything is super frozen and it really minimizes the smell, but during the summertime it's so disgusting. Until I started implementing like our plastic storage container with a lid. Like I just had I just had like a black garbage bag like in my trunk, and it was disgusting. I hated it. Would Fido's personal butler be a good name? Fido's personal butler. I would ask the community. I mean, what does everyone think about that? Let's, you know what? I'll just do a poll. is is Fido's personal butler a good business name? I just added a poll to the chat. Is Fido's personal butler a good business name? In my opinion, it doesn't really make sense like what you do, like what is your service. I understand trying to be cute, Fido's personal butler, but personal butler doesn't really mean you're scooping up dog poop. You could be a dog trainer, you could be someone who is like a personal trainer helping a dog rehabilitate, right? So personal butler, to me, I don't think it's really a good idea. It's a good name. Right now, there's 4 votes in the poll, and 100% says no, it is not a good name. But I'm just a guy on the internet talking about dog poop. I don't know. I don't know everything, right? So if you like the name, like that's all that matters. But I would say when it comes to good business names, you'll want to keep it short, preferably 2 words or less. I don't necessarily agree with the word having poop in your name. Maybe something with the word scoop or pet waste removal. That'll just help a lot with organic SEO, people finding you on Google when they type in the keywords pooper scooper near me. Fido's personal butler, that I don't think that would be very effective. I am really thinking about doing this business. Thank you for telling us about Jobber. It looks like a game changer. Jobber is a complete game changer. I wouldn't have succeeded if it really wasn't for Jobber. I can show you some reports. I got to be pretty careful about like what actually gets shown. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. But yeah, Jobber has been amazing for me. It helps me automate everything in my business. I'm able to do automatic follow-ups with them because of the automations that I've created. It gives you an intake request form. So on my website, salzarscoops.com, I have a form that people can. I ask pre-qualifying questions, and someone has to fill that out before like I work with them. So I'm just gonna zoom in on the screen a little bit before I show some stuff, or just show a screen. But just this year alone with Jobber, invoiced $158,000 all through Jobber, and we're on track to. I'm aiming for 175 within the next month and 3 weeks, right? We're November 6th and December's just around the corner. I think I can get to 175,000 all because of Jobber and what it's done for me. So poopscoopsfornoobs.com/Jobber. We have 25 people in this live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the subscribe, yes, of course, but hit that like button. We're at 16 likes right now. If we get to 20 likes, then I will do my next giveaway because it's been a little bit of a while since I did a giveaway. Would you advise investing in Wishy Wash as part of your Scooper's toolbox and equipment? 1,000% I would invest in Wishy Wash. It's a great add-on service. You can put one of my good friends here. What he likes doing is like right after the initial cleanup, he'll text the customer saying, "Hey, your yard is smelling a little bit funky. Um, while we're already here, do you want us to spray your yard down?" And most of the time people will say yes, especially like after the spring rush, or if it's a one-time appointment and there's just been shit on the ground for a really long time. Regardless of how well you do with your scoops, there's just going to be residue. It's just still going to be smelly. It might smell like pee. So the wishy wash is great to um just neutralize the odors. It's really great at killing 99.9% of the bacteria and viruses left from dog poop, like E. coli, parvovirus, salmonella. There's a bunch of different things that wishy wash is great for. Poo Crew, yo, and it tells the outcome. Poo Crew, great to see you today. We're at 17 likes. Remember, if you get to 20 likes, then I will do my next giveaway. Is that a Gundam in the background? What's that statue? 1,000%. That's a Gundam. Great catch. I loved Gundam growing up. Hold on, let me try to fix the framing on this. Yeah, I loved Gundam growing up. This is gonna be super risky. I hope it doesn't break, but hold on a second. We're doing it live. But this is a Gundam that I built. Oh man, it has a lot of dust. But it's a Gundam that I have, and I built this, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago. But great catch, Iman. I'm the Poop Wrangler LLC. Poop Wrangler, that it's a funny name. And that that poll that we did, 11%, 9 votes, 11% says yes, it's a good name. 89% says no. Plato's personal butler is not a good name. So food for thought. Bee Farm, can you set up prepaid billing using Jobber? 100% you can set up prepaid billing. So when I first started, I was on a post-pay model. So I would service someone's yard and then I would charge their card immediately. Now I am on a prepaid model subscription. So all of my customers, they first of all, before they even work with me, I request a 50% deposit of the initial appointment and their card on file. That's something that Jobber like requires. You have a setting to make mandatory card on file. So they have to pay a deposit, 50%. I get their card on file. And then on the first of each month, I automatically whack them for whatever the monthly whatever the monthly subscription cost is. And right now my average monthly subscription is around $90 for just residential, and if we include my commercial accounts, my monthly subscription is $100 per customer. So you can do the math, $100 times 150 customers on average, and we charge them on the first of the month, and their card on file gets charged immediately. After EIN, before I do this, we're still at 17 likes, 24 people watching this. I keep seeing that going up and down. If it's blue, if the thumb is blue, then you already liked it. I see that going down, so I think people are accidentally unliking it. Make sure you like the video so I can give out more free shit to everyone, please. I want to give you more stuff. After EIN, insurance, funnel, CRM, and basic supplies, what would you recommend as far as marketing? 300 in door hangers, or 300 in Google Ads, or 300 in car magnets? Realistically, what's easier, quote unquote easier, is investing in like social media ads, so Google or Facebook. But I like the idea of of you trying to diversify your acquisition channels. So you would probably get it would probably be more effective for you to just focus on one acquisition channel like Google or Facebook. And remember the difference between Google and Facebook advertising. On Facebook, you are interrupting the viewer's experience. They're scrolling endlessly on the phone, and you have to interrupt their experience, their scrolling, with a catchy title, some moving images. And if your messaging resonates with that person long enough, then that's when they'll continue reading your ad or watching your video ad, and they hopefully take the call to action that you give them, compared to Google, where that's a search based intention. People are already searching for dog poop pickup service near me or pooper super service near me, so they're already in the buying mood to hire a pooper super. So with Facebook, you're selling them on the service depending on what kind of campaign you're doing. And on Google, they're already ready to purchase. And it completely depends on your ad copy, your sales funnel, how well are you doing with like your overall sales process. That'll determine a lot more when it comes to your Google ads. I saw we hit 20 likes for half a second, and now we're back to 19. Oh, now we're at 20 likes. So you know what that means? We will be doing another another giveaway. So this time, hold on a second. So if you go to poopscoopsfornoobs.com, there's a bunch of stuff I have available. I got my scoop report. I send you a newsletter with tactical advice, tips, tricks, the things that I do personally with my business. You get that directly to your mailbox. On the bottom right corner, let me remove the banner for a second. Here we go. On the bottom left corner, there's this button that says Get Free Calculator. This is something that I'm actually going to just try to pull it up right now. But I rebuilt my poop scooping calculator that I know a lot of people have requested over the past like couple of years, but I completely overhauled my poop scooping calculator. I've added 3 tabs to my calculator. So now I have a charging by the bag calculator. So you can see, this is mostly for initial appointments. If you want to charge by the bag, you can just say, okay, I scooped up 6 total bags in my initial appointment. You can calculate how much you want your first bag to be and then how much each additional bag would be. And then it spits out the total price, right? So it'll give you a ballpark estimate of how much you would get if you're charging by the bag. And then I have another tab, charging by the time. So what a lot of scoopers do with charging by the time, they'll have an initial base limit of how much someone has to like prepay for. So if I'm charging by time, let's say the first 30 minutes will be $30. And then every the time after the 30 minutes will be charged at like $1 increments, for example, right? So 30 minutes the time limit, 30 minutes the initial time limit, that's for $30. Let's say the total time was 90 minutes and you're charging $15 per 15-minute increment. So this 90-minute job was $90. But let's say we want to change the first 30 minutes to $45, and I want to change every 15-minute increment to $20. That increases your total price to $125. And then the change that I made the change I'm most excited for with my calculator is the weekly pricing calculator. So I broke down, and this is just a calculator, right? So these numbers you can change. Anything in the yellow you can change, but I did a calculation for you between 1 to 6 dogs, and you can change any of these values in the yellow. So let's say I want $16 for weekly services, for 1 dog $13, $26, and $46, right? This will show you how much you would make monthly at this price range. It also tell you how many customers do you need at this price range to get to $500, and how many clients you need to get to how many clients you need to get to $1,000. So you can find this calculator on my website, poopscoopsfornoobs.com. Just click the Get Free Calculator button just click the Get Free Calculator button on the bottom left corner. Okay, so we got to 20 likes. Let's do another giveaway. We're gonna do hashtag noobs. So remember, just type in the hashtag noobs. You only need to do one entry. It'll put you in this roulette wheel, and I will be giving away something for free to whoever wins that giveaway. Hashtag noobs. You only need to type it in once. And I think what I'll do for this one, let's see. We already gave away some 7 before and after pictures. You know what? I think we're going to do a terms of service for this one. So if you're interested in getting a terms of service completely for free, terms of service for pet waste removal business, make sure you put in the chat hashtag noobs. Oh, let me make sure I go back to that screen. Hashtag noobs. And while we wait for people to type that in, I'm going to answer some more questions. TFTI. My brain's fried, Wes, so I don't know what what that means. Thanks for the input on the name. I was thinking of having a dog silhouette holding a rack and dustpan as a logo. I think a dog silhouette holding a rack and a dustpan can be a cute design. But yeah, I'm not really a designer. I suck at design, so I hired someone. And just for more context, that poll is still going. There's 13 votes now. 15% said yes, 85% said no. So I think it's definitive. People do not like that name. Hashtag noobs. Make sure you put that in the chat. You only need to type it in once. You've never growed up. My brain hurts just trying to read that. What do you mean? What do you do when you run across skull critters, death critters? What do you do when you run across critters? This year, I've seen a lot more like garden snakes, and mostly garden snakes in people's yards, and most of the time they just slither away. So I don't know if that's what you mean, but most of the time, critters they're just afraid of you. Now, if you're talking about dogs, that'll be something different. So just let me know if you're talking about dogs. Okay, Guido, welcome. Thank you, Donovan. Donovan from the Lawn Dogs. 12 months is 48 weeks. You're doing 4 weeks of free work. That is 100% not true. I'm not sure where you're getting this 12 months is 48 weeks from, but whatever calculation I do, I'm doing the monthly average price. So if we go to this calculator, if I'm charging $16 a week, the monthly is $69.33 because I'm multiplying the weekly rate times 52 weeks and we're dividing it by 12. That way you don't have to worry about months that have 4 or 5 weeks. I do the monthly average. So on this calculator, everything is based off of the monthly average of, at least for weekly, is times 52 divided by 12. Twice a week is times 04 because it's 52 times 2 because you're going there twice a week. For every other week is times 26 because you're only going there half of the year. And then monthly is just the monthly price. We have 15 entries in the giveaway. We have 26 people watching, so make sure I'm going to give this 30 more seconds before I let it rip. Google ads, Facebook ads, they're both really good. It just depends on your method of advertising and how well you are at writing ad copy and who you're trying to target. My wife's pet waste removal business is Oopsie Poopsie. That's a really cute name. I love that name. Yelp ads. Never do Yelp ads. Yelp is stupid. It's a really bad platform. They are very predatory with just businesses in general. Make sure you sign up for a free Yelp profile, business profile. You can sign up for a free business profile, but I would not advise of paying for Yelp ads. Same thing with Nextdoor. Get yourself a free Nextdoor profile and you can post on it, but I always hear very mixed results from Nextdoor and Yelp. So we got 50 entries. We're going to draw. Oh, Ty, or thank you, Ty. You are the winner. You got yourself a free, what did I say, terms of service for pet waste removal business. So make sure you send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, or you can go on my website, poopscoopsfornoobs.com. Let me share my screen again. You can go to poopscoopsfornoobs.com. If you don't have a Facebook or an Instagram, just click the contact me button and then type in like your information. I'm going to ask you to confirm who you are. So just make sure you take a screenshot of your YouTube handle, and then I will make sure to send you a free terms of service. How and where did you design and order flyers? I use a local provider for my flyers. Design, I use Canva. So let me try to pull up my Canva account. But Canva is a really great resource for flyers and designs. Let's see. This is an example of a flyer that I made. I focus a lot more on like heavy ad copy instead of like images. Remember, I'm not a designer. This is just the way I do my own advertising. Hate picking up dog poop. Want to build time building memories for your loved ones? We can help. Exclusive offer. And I show them what the different offers are, and I give them the call to action for signing up. And then I provide the list of services. If I was going to do this differently, I would probably talk more about the benefits someone would get working with me instead of the services, right? Because you want to focus more. This is more features instead of benefits, right? If you really talk about features in your advertising, no one is going to care about what you do because you're just talking about you're just talking about like who you are. What's better is telling people what's in it for them when they work with you. So you want to focus more on the benefits instead of the features. I love Oopsie Poopsie. I love that name too. It's a great name. Business cards too. Where and how did you make those work? So I'm pretty sure I designed my business cards on Canva as well, and then you can order them directly on Canva. Yeah, like I'm not the best designer. Oh, I actually have them right here. So let me pull up my business card. Oh, so this is my business card. It's a cute picture of me, Anthony Salazar, owner, hate picking up dog poop, call or text. Here's my number. And then the back side is a unique QR code, so I can actually track if people are using this specific QR code. I can track, oh wow, I got 10 scans from my Anthony business cards and 30 scans from my Ashley business card. So this is what my business card looks like, and then you can print with Canva, and I ordered maybe like 100 or 200 of them. I'm not sure how I feel about the design. I think it's fine, but I'm not a designer. But if I decide this is like my final version, then I'll definitely ramp up like my printing, maybe order on Alibaba and get thousands of business cards, because I ended up getting like 10,000 door hangers for not that much money through Alibaba. So I would probably do that again. Free initials for the win. Wes is just trying to get me triggered. He loves to offer a free initial appointment if you sign up for regular services. or I don't even know if it's you sign up for regular services. He just does a free initial cleanup regardless, and he leans on like the law of me reciprocating. I don't know how to say it right now. But just the more you give, the more you do for someone, you give to them, they feel inclined and obligated to give back to you. So he tries to do free initial appointments with the hopes that someone will sign up for weekly services or recurring services, and then he'll get his money on the back end through the customer lifetime value. He's willing to eat $150 in initial cleaning costs, but make $1,000, $2,000 in the long run of the customer. I like giving first month for free. That is an offer that I have in some of my follow-up sequences. If someone doesn't sign up for what I'm offering them right now, then I do offer a free first month, only for the people who haven't been progressing in my sales process, in my follow-up process, I mean. What is your current dollar percentage split between Google and Facebook advertising right now? How do you adjust seasonally? So adjusting seasonally, I've tracked my customer acquisition costs for the past 3-4 years. So I know for my area, there's a specific time of the year between January to, let's say, May, for example, where, especially if it snows, there's a lot more people interested in your services. So because I have historical data, I know when is the most optimal time to spend on my marketing. And then I plan on spending close to like 80 to 85% of my entire annual budget during that time period. So that's my strategy. When it comes to the split between Google and Facebook, I tend to lean more towards Facebook because I do message campaigns and I try to close the customer directly on Facebook, asking them the pre-qualifying questions, giving them the prices, and then once they say, okay, let's sign up, I'll ask for their contact information and put them over into Jobber. Google, I definitely get leads through Google, but I think there are things that I can do better with like my website, which would help convert Google traffic a lot better. So I tend to focus more on Facebook advertising right now. Epic, your website is legit too. Daniel from Poo Crew in Canada. Make sure you check Poo Crew out. He's awesome. That's not all Dono does for free. I don't know what you're trying to insinuate with that, but I'm not going to say anything to that. What up, Courtney? Courtney from San Diego Scoop Squad in the house. I miss your face. Noobs, 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 noobs. A lot of noobs here. Courtney in the house. What's a good price to charge for the extra wishy-wash service for an average size patio, for example? So I always say you want to aim for between $1 to $2 a minute. So I don't like giving price suggestions because every area is going to be different. What you value your time is going to be different than what I value my time. But you always want to aim for $1 to $2 a minute, and I see people who do sprays between $15 to $29 per application, and you can have a higher price for twice a week or unlimited sprays. So that's something that I do. I have 3 packages for my wishy wash. I have unlimited sprays twice a month and then a one-time application, and those prices will change depending on the package that they select. Dead mice, birds, etc. Oh, so critters. So you'll definitely see snakes, right? Especially during the summertime. Dead mice or birds. I think that depends more on how hot it gets during the summertime. Like this summer was like really, really hot. So I found a lot of critters, like unfortunately that died because like of how hot it was. Just the other week, 2 weeks ago, I was doing an apartment complex, and I found a baby bird that fell out of the tree. And you know what happens, right? If a bird falls out of the tree, then the mom's not going to do anything. And like, yeah, it was really sad. You see this baby bird with like its broken leg. He's not moving, or like you can just tell the bird is like messed up and like it doesn't have much long to live. And then the next time I went to that apartment complex, like a week later, the bird was no longer there. So I'm choosing to believe that the mama actually rescued him or her, and that baby bird has flown away. But realistically, that bird probably got eaten by an animal. Does your stomach get queasy after picking up so much shit in a day? Hmm. The only times my stomach gets queasy is if I'm dealing with like diarrhea. It's or if it's like extreme. If a dog has like an upset stomach, then the smell is just revolting. Like no matter what happens, like as a pooper scooper, you never get used to the dog shit smell, and you shouldn't get used to it. That's disgusting. I never want to get used to the smell of dog poop. Um, so it's just typically only like with diarrhea, I kind of get queasy because it just smears everywhere. It smells really bad. You know the dog is really sick for whatever reason. It takes longer to scoop it up. You feel icky, but most of the time, most of the poops are pretty solid. You're just flicking it into your bucket and it's like perfectly fine. It'll smell, but then that's why you double bag it to help minimize the smell, as well as putting it in a plastic container with a lid. That was one hack that I implemented this year, and it's helped a bunch with the smell. Other than like when you open the container, then there's a huge waft of disgusting smell. Touche. Touche to you. Is a car in the business name or yours, and how difficult was it to purchase? Will you be able to write off the whole vehicle in the same year or three? These are great questions for my CPA, and I will need to talk to them about it. But the car is in my own name. My business doesn't have business credit, so it's very difficult for me to get like a business loan in my business name, so I had to be personally liable for the new vehicle. And how difficult was it to purchase? Like honestly, the hardest part was like how much I had to wait at the dealership for like their finance department to get to me. Because I did this earlier today. I got there, I don't know, at 3, 4 o'clock, and then I was there for like 2 hours. But most of the time was me waiting for their finance department to. I honestly don't know, but at one point I was waiting like for 40 minutes for the finance department to like get back to me. But the salesperson, like he let me check out the car and I got to test drive it. He answered all my questions, and then we went through some numbers on like how much I can afford to spend, or how much can I afford to spend each month like on the bill. And then he got the approval, and then I literally waited like 30, 40 minutes for the next part of their sales process, which was like their finance person to come grab me and then take me into an office to talk about like the actual specifics. So I was very frustrated by the end of it. That's why I'm a little bit frazzled, because I wasn't expecting, like I literally got home 5 to 10 minutes before this live stream started, because I just picked up the car and like I drove it here. So yeah. Hey brother, I'm about to start this business also. Is there a way I can ask you questions like email or texting? Well, you could always ask me questions on my website. If you go to poopscoopsfornoobs.com, you can click the contact me button and then fill out the form and ask me whatever question you have. If you want more personalized attention, if you want to jump on a one-on-one coaching call with me, I do have that available. I've worked with a bunch of scoopers over the past couple of years, helping them prepare their business, giving them a different perspective. So I do offer one-on-one coaching as well. My 2-hour session turned into 2.5 hours, had my brain tingling with information for days. 5 5 all day. Thank you, Tony. If you're reading this and are nervous or on the fence about purchasing this coaching call, don't be. Do it now. Afterwards, you'll understand how you invested in yourself and your professional development. No matter what, even if someone was on the fence about this, I would recommend getting off the fence. For this particular journey, there's no better co-pilot than Tony. I can't wait to pick his brain some more. So there's a lot of glowing reviews about my coaching call. It's a 2-hour coaching call. You ask me whatever questions. I'll ask you, send me the questions that you have so I can best prepare for the meeting, and I'll ask for some other questions, and then we just chit chat. I'll record the call so you can have it available for you for the rest of time, and we just talk about your business. We'll talk about whatever, anything and everything you want. The patty poops after a wet night, but it's a nice day, and that whiff hits you hard. My stomach is just hurting thinking about that. But the whiff is extremely hard, especially after, especially now, like with the winter time. Everything is like so cold in the mornings that poops are just frozen blocks of shit, and it really doesn't smell super early in the morning. And then the day goes and your car gets a little bit warmer, poop starts thawing, and that smell just reeks. So always wear I was gonna say always wear protection, but always have your plastic storage lid container on. How do you pick up diarrhea? Do you use a can of freeze spray for diarrhea? So with diarrhea, it's typically best effort. So depending on what rake you use, I use the Corona GT 3070 rake. Let me try to share my screen here. So this red rake right here is the Corona GT 3070 rake. Let me try to actually just open it on Amazon. Here we go. So with this rake, what I like doing is I'll just, so you rake like that, right? The tines are straight down to the ground, but with diarrhea, I'll turn the rake 90 degrees. So then it's just this flat part against the ground, and I'll scrape the diarrhea into my bucket, and then I'll smack it into my bucket a couple of times to get as much residue as possible. So the only thing you can do is like best effort, try raking it. And then what I also like doing is throwing dirt on it. Put some dirt on it. Throw some dirt on the diarrhea to help clump it up some more. And it'll just be easier to manage if it's covered in dirt and grass and like yard debris instead of just a pile of wet shit. What car did you get? I got myself a Ford Maverick baseline model. It has like 42 miles per gallon. It's has a really nice truck bed. It's electric, so I'm super excited about my Maverick. I plan on making a couple of videos about the Maverick. I want to fully wrap the vehicle, have a mobile billboard with it. So I'm very excited to share with everyone just the journey of finally having a poop scoop truck. 2K subscriber special. We got 23 people watching the live stream. I thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm just giving away all sorts of stuff. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. It's at 21 likes. I think it might be time for another giveaway. Bro, that's the exact truck I was looking for. Good taste. Good taste indeed. I know a lot of scoopers who have got a lot of scoopers getting the Maverick, and they look super cool. I'm really excited. It's expensive. Oh, expensive is relative, right? But my monthly bill is going to be like $600, and then I still have to account for insurance. So I'm expecting between $800 to $900 a month extra that I have to pay because of this vehicle. But it's an investment. It's gonna be available. I hope it's around in my business for the next 5 to 10 years. And then once it's fully wrapped, like I expect it to just pay for itself in the long run. Donovan saying a Santa Cruz is better than a Maverick. I have no idea. I know shit about vehicles. But Donovan's actually the person who encouraged me to get the Maverick. So thank you, Donovan. I love your pretty face. So we're going to do another giveaway. Let's say the word will be. We'll just do dog. Hashtag dog. All you have to do at once, just type it in the chat, hashtag dog. And what are we going to give out this time? I think what we're going to do is I'm going to give out a free copy of my book, What Every Property Manager Needs to Know About Effective Pet Waste Management. You can find this on Amazon. It's only $9.99 on Amazon. I give this out to property managers and HOAs for free as part of my onboarding. So if you want a chance at a free copy of my book, I'll make sure to sign it as well. Go in the chat and type in hashtag dog. And while we wait for people to do that, I'm going to go through some more comments. 40 plus mile per hour gallon, better than 23 miles per gallon. That is 100% true. It's why I wanted to do it. Give away you love. I want to give away as much as possible. There are some people, oh, I see now. We have some more entries going in. But yeah, 25 people in the live stream, 23 people in the live stream, only 6 entries. Hashtag dog. You only need to do 1 entry in the chat. I found out I can get 96 to 04 Nissan Frontier for under 5K, and they go for hundreds of thousands of miles and great gas mileage. I've heard a lot of great things about Nissan Frontiers. I know there's a couple of scoopers that use Nissan Frontiers as part of their fleet. So I think that would be something great to get as well. I know nothing about cars. Don't ask me anything about cars. I just know how to put it in the ignition, turn the key. I actually did that with the Maverick. I turned the key and I'm still trying to turn it, and the salesperson is like, "What are you doing? The car's already on." And the car, I didn't even hear anything. The car was just silent. I'm like, "Oh, I'm living in the 21st century. This is amazing." 23 people watching the live stream, only 8 entries for a free copy of my book, What Every Property Manager Needs to Know About Effective Pet Waste Management by Anthony Salazar. Hashtag dog. Make sure you put it in the chat so you can get a chance to win that book. Owned. Dog. I'm gonna let this go for a little bit more. And while we wait for that, I just want to make sure I let people know about all the cool stuff I got available for everyone. I got my poop scooping calculator. You go on my website, there's a button on the lower left corner, free get free calculator. I break down how to charge by bag, charge by time, and weekly prices. I also have my newsletter, the Scoop Report. You can go on my website, poopscoopsfornoobs.com, check out the Scoop Report. I send out the strategies and tactics, my thought process on owning a pooper scooper business. I think it's the best newsletter out there for pooper scoopers. If you follow me on YouTube and you like how I break down stuff and you like the way I just talk in general, you're doing a disservice not being part of the Scoop Report. Make sure you sign up for the Scoop Report so I can send you some nice pooper scooper emails directly into your inbox. I also have my professional equipment and supplies guide, the 2024 equipment guide. It breaks down everything that you should buy as a pooper scooper business. Only 8 entries? I guess no one wants a free book, or at least 8 people want a free book, so I'm gonna just draw. Let's see. Oh, Michaela, congrats. You get yourself a free copy of my book, What Every Property Manager Needs to Know About Effective Pet Waste Management. Make sure you send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, or send me an email through my website. I will make sure, take a screenshot of your YouTube handle so I can confirm that you are who you say you are, and I will sign a copy of this book, and I'll coordinate with you your address and stuff, and I will send it to you. So, congrats on that. Ashley, use your mom's shawl yet? Oh, the shawl. Speaking of which, it's right here. I have it. I have it with me. I don't think it's gonna be something that we use. Like, it's way too sentimental for that. I want to put it like on a shrine. I have to still ask my dad to send me a picture of my great grandmother, and then I would love to do a shrine dedicated to her. Good thing about me starting is I work at a print shop and we wrap vehicles as well as design the wraps. We also make business cards, websites, and embroidery with an in-house designer. I feel blessed. That's a great position to be in, because car wraps are super expensive, business cards are super expensive, websites are hella expensive. I'm getting my website redone, moving it over from the current provider to WordPress, a carbon copy, one-to-one duplication, and a lot of other stuff happening with the website as well. But that's going to cost me $1,500, and it's going to be expensive, but it's going to be worth it. Invest in your business. I just joined. Did you go over the benefits of Jobber over Sweep and Go? I don't use Sweep and Go, so I can't really share much of the benefits. I can only talk about how Jobber has helped me. But all in all, both CRMs are pretty good. They're awesome. I love Jobber. The only main difference with Sweep and Go and Jobber is you'll get an instant quote calculator with Sweep and Go. So you can go on someone's website and put in the number of dogs and how long it's been since the last cleaning, and it'll spit out how much the price is going to be. With Jobber, it doesn't have that functionality yet, but that's also something you can do yourself by creating a custom form. But to me, that's the only reason why anyone would go to Sweep and Go, is for that instant quote calculator. Everything else with Jobber has been amazing for me. Poo Crew books, great. Already have it. Who is the poop scooping biz an opportunity for, in your opinion? I got an aneurysm trying to read that question. So can you reframe the question? Who is the poop scooping biz an opportunity for, in your opinion? Who is the poop scooping biz an opportunity? Who is the poop scooping biz an opportunity for in your business? I think I understand the question. I would say people who are tired of working for the man, people who want to take control of their destiny, people who enjoy making their own hours, being outside, working with dogs. Not everyone is a dog person. I don't know if you're a dog person. If you're not a dog person, well, I don't know why you would start scooping anyways. I never owned a dog until I moved in with Ashley, and now her dog is our dog, and his name is Dax. I love him so much. But I never owned a dog. I wasn't really a dog person. I'm more of a cat person. But I worked from home for 8 years. I got bored of my work from home job, making 6 figures, sitting on my ass on my computer, doing stuff that I'm not passionate about. And then COVID happened. I lost half of my team because of layoffs. And at that point, I did not want a company to ever, dictate my destiny again. And that's why I started scooping. So if you're tired of being beholden to the man, if you have student loans, college debt, mortgages, if you want to make extra money, one of the taglines that I have in one of my videos is, what if you can make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month picking up dog poop? It's completely possible. It's going to take time and energy and effort, but you can make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month serving your community and helping busy dog owners who are overwhelmed with their yard. I'm assuming that's Wishy-Wash. Is Wishy-Wash safe on grass, and is it safe for puppies? Wishy-Wash is 100% safe on grass and safe for puppies. It works great on inorganic materials, kennels, patios, concrete, sidewalks, wooden stuff. And then with grass, it works great as a deodorizer. I would just recommend when I spray a yard, I always tell my customer, I recommend waiting at least 30 minutes before letting your dogs out to let the solution dry up a little bit more. Thanks. You're welcome, Michaela. I'm really excited that you're going to get a copy of my book. So just make sure you let me know, hey, it's me, and I get a book, and I'll send it to you. I scoop, not spell. Great answer. Thank you. 2K subscribers special. Your questions answered. Thank you for all of the great questions so far. We got 22 people watching the live stream. Crazy. We got 23 likes on this video. Crazy. I wonder how high we can get this. I'll say if we get it to 30 likes, I'll do another giveaway, but I just plan on giving more stuff away as long as there's questions coming in, because I don't want to just talk to the ether. I want to help my community. There's a lot of new scoopers out there. No question is dumb. The only dumb question out there is a question that's not asked. So make sure you reach out and ask away. And in the meantime, while I wait for more questions, there was another thing that I wanted to show off. So I've talked a lot about Dan Kennedy and direct response marketing. I talk a lot about this book, Magnetic Marketing, from Dan Kennedy. I'm part of the magnetic marketing world. I joined magnetic marketing probably close to 2 years now. And fundamentally, outside of Jobber, magnetic marketing has been one of the biggest reasons why I blew up with my business, understanding how to effectively market with my business, speaking to my core audience. So magnetic marketing, they're doing this fast implementation boot camp completely free. I highly suggest checking it out. I've been sending a couple emails about this to my newsletter. For those who want sales now, register for the Magnetic Marketing Fast Implementation Bootcamp 2024. You can get more information about this on poopscoopsfornoobs.com/fast bootcamp. I have it linked down below in the comment box. But if you don't know Dan Kennedy, he's been around for the past 50 years. A lot of the marketing gurus out there that you see, they've all learned directly from Dan Kennedy. He's been talking about marketing and how to advertise your business using direct response marketing strategies and tactics. If you want to differentiate yourself with your business, if you see there's a lot more people starting scooping and everyone is looking the exact same, you have to figure out how you're going to differentiate yourself. And one of the best ways is using direct response marketing strategies with your business, using calls to action, speaking to a specific avatar. I talk about this a lot in all of my videos. I've learned so much because of Dan Kennedy. So you can sign up completely for free for the Fast Implementation Bootcamp 2024 at poopscoops4noobs.com/fast bootcamp. This is going to be my third boot camp that I've been a part of. This is on November 14th to the 15th. It's in 7 days, 12 hours, and 24 minutes. This is the third boot camp I've been a part of. And every single time I've learned a bunch of stuff. Like, why did I write a book? Because Dan Kennedy literally told me to. I went to a super conference earlier this year. I got to meet Dan Kennedy. I got to meet Russell Brunson. I got to meet a lot of different businesses, not scooping businesses, other businesses 10 times the size of me. All people all using Dan Kennedy's direct response marketing, magnetic marketing principles with their business. And it completely inspired me to write a book as a lead magnet. So poopscoopsfornoobs.com/fast bootcamp. Get yourself signed up, blow up your business. I promise you, you won't regret it. This is going to be my third boot camp. So I'm really, really excited to be a part of it. And I hope to see you there. I read that you can tell the overall health of a dog by tasting his poo. Have you tried that? I haven't tried that yet. I don't want chocolate. I don't want to eat chocolate gooiness. It's disgusting. I'm trying very hard not to swear. But it's completely disgusting. I would never do that. I get asked a lot though, like when I go to a bank and I'm wearing this sweater, Salazar Scoops, they say, "Oh, are you an ice cream store?" I'm like, "Yeah, I pick up dog poops as chocolate ice cream." How do you do a yard full of rock? I had to do it by hand. So I have chronic back pain. I struggle a lot with picking stuff up by my hands. So what I do, I'm gonna share my screen. So what I do is I actually have this grabber tool, this reacher grabber tool. It's awesome on gravel and rocks. All you gotta do is squeeze the top part, and it closes over the poop, and then you just throw it into your dustpan. But this is what I use exclusively on rocks and gravel. I can't bend over and pick up by hand. I've done it if it's absolutely necessary, but then it completely destroys my back for 5 days, 6 days a week, whatever. But this grabber tool, I love for rock areas. So you can find that grabber tool on poopscoopsfornoobs.com and go to my professional equipment and supplies guide. Do you require dogs to be locked up the day you scoop? So this is something that I've struggled with. I've been bitten twice. Oh, let me stop sharing my screen for a second. I've been bitten twice. So on my terms of service, and on my website, I specifically say dogs are required to be put inside before we can service your property. But when I onboard someone, I send them an onboarding video, and I specifically tell them, we love scooping with dogs in the yard, as long as they're not aggressive. If your dog shows signs of aggression, then we require them to be put inside the yard. The reason being is most of the time, dogs are super scared. I mean, they're going to bark at you because you're a stranger in their home. They're just trying to protect their property, their family. So most of the time, they're going to bark at you. But I have noise cancellation headphones, and I can just plug that in, and it won't bother me. If I know a dog is very, very aggressive, charging at us, biting us, then we do not go into that yard without a written explicit confirmation from the customer saying that it's safe to do so. I know a lot of customers, at least in my area, it's very difficult for them to keep their dogs locked inside while they're at work because they have a doggy door, and the dog has free reign to go in and out of the yard, in and out of the home whenever. So you're going to lose out on potential customers if you require dogs to be locked up all day before you show up. Now, if you provide arrival windows and say I'll be there between 4 and 5, that might make it a little bit easier, but that's going to be an issue the bigger you get with your business. So right now, uh, before that, before now, I used to provide arrival windows to all of our customers. But what ends up happening is you'll get stuck in traffic, or a customer will come out and starts chit-chatting with you for 5-10 minutes, and now the rest of your route is completely backed up. Um, and I went to the Pooper Scooper conference last year, and I talked to a lot of bigger scoopers out there with 500, 1,000, 2,000 yards, and they all said they can't service, so they don't provide arrival windows. And I had mixed answers of requiring a dog to be inside or not requiring a dog to be inside, because it's just it's unscalable having to reach out to a customer, make sure that their dog is inside, secured inside. Like if you do that at each yard, and it takes you 5 to 10 minutes to get in contact with the customer to bring their dog inside before you go into the yard. If you do that just 6 times, 5 to 10 minutes each time, that's an extra hour that you wasted just waiting outside trying to get in contact with the customer. So now we scoop with dogs in the yard, and most of the time it's perfectly fine. The dogs are awesome, especially when they get to know us after a while. They're super cute. They love pets. If a dog's super scared, they'll just bark at me. I don't really care. But yeah, is Dan Kennedy a good kisser? I don't know, but I almost said I would kiss him. I don't know if I would kiss him though. What's your most effective sales process? Do you see the best results with phone call, emails, text, or something else? Is you use Dan Kennedy style opening lines? Share your favorites too. What's your most effective sales process? So I don't know if it's most effective, but what my sales process is, and I talked about it in some of my previous videos, just all the relentless follow-ups that I do with my customers. So if someone doesn't reply to my quote or accept the quote, I send them a follow-up on I send the quote out. On the second day, I send them a ringless voicemail. It's a pre-recorded message Ashley recorded saying, "Hi, we just want to follow up on the quote that we sent to you yesterday. Do you have any questions about the quote? We're happy to help. And if you have any questions, just reach out to us," and blah, 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 blah. So I'm paraphrasing, right? But that's day 2. And then day 4, they receive an email and a text. Day 10, they receive like an email. Day 14, they receive a text. So I talk about that a lot in the video that I made breaking down my follow-up sequences. Let me see if I can find it. But I would say that would be has been the most effective for me, because people just suck at following up with their customers. People feel like, oh, I talked to this one person and they haven't replied to me, that means they're not interested. That's completely not true. They raised their hand in the first place, so you had something of interest for them. Maybe what you were offering them at that point in time wasn't appropriate for their needs, or maybe it was outside of their budget or whatever. But at one point in time, they raised their hand for something that you offered. So you already spent the money to acquire that lead. It's a disservice not to follow up with them. And the video that I'm talking about is my follow-up process for pet waste removal businesses. I break down my entire automated follow-up sequence. I provide templates. I show my lead follow-up sequence. We send out a quote. Day 0, they get an email and a text. If the quote is not approved on day 1, they get a ringless voicemail. Day 2, email and text. Day 6, email and text. Day 14, text. Day 20, email. Day 28, email and text. And if they don't approve, then I send them to an unconverted lead campaign. So I would recommend checking out that video. My follow-up process for pet waste removal businesses. I use ChatGPT for that last question. That's a great question. Are you going to Super Conference next year? If they have a Super Conference next year, I 100% would go. I don't think there's going to be a Super Conference next year. There, at least there hasn't been any announcements, but 1,000, 5,000, a trillion percent, yes, I would go to Super Conference. It was such an amazing experience. Do you give exact times or just the day with time frames for customers? So with Jobber, I send out um, an automated email the day before saying, hey, as a reminder, your visit is tomorrow. And then through Jobber, at 8 a.m. in the morning, they get an automated text saying, as a reminder, your visit is today. Our routes are from sunrise to sunset, and we'll send you a text 30 to 60 minutes before we arrive. And then through Jobber again, we have the on the way button. So we just click on the way, and then you can select how much time, like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes. And it's a text message that gets sent to a customer. So we try to shoot between 30 to 60 minutes before we show up to someone's house. That's when we'll send them the on the way message, so they have at least 30 minutes to an hour to get their dog outside to use potty or to secure them inside. What were the hours like for writing your book? How long did that take for you? What was that before you were in a relationship? So I've been with Ashley for I think almost 4 years now. And I wrote this book earlier this year after attending Super Conference, and it took me a month. I wrote an outline. Um, I went through that outline multiple times. I thought through who is the audience for this book. So, what's the title of the book? What every property manager needs to know about effective pet waste management. So, I thought through like what are the things property managers care about, and what they ultimately care about is tenant satisfaction, because they want a tenant to stay with them renting out their property for as long as possible, and 5-star reviews. The more 5-star reviews their property has, the more referrals they'll get, the more people will actually go and move to that property. So those are the two primary things a property manager cares about: tenant satisfaction and like the 5-star reviews. So I use that thought process with a lot of the framing in this book. I try to appease to those desires. I try to talk to the property manager where they're coming from, because if you're getting this book, you're either your property's already like overwhelmed with dog shit and you're getting a lot of complaints and people are leaving, you're getting 1-star reviews, or your head honcho is about to come do a walkthrough and you want to make sure that the property is all tip top magoo. So that was like my process. I just thought through who I wanted to serve. I knew I wanted to do something specifically for property managers because I'm trying to get more commercial accounts, and I just wrote the book with that in mind. I too am doing this because I don't ever want a company threatening my employment again. 100%. I loved my previous job. It was such a great job. I had an amazing relationship with my team members. At one point, I had 16 people reporting to me, and then I had 8 people reporting to me after we split my team in half. And then COVID happened, and I ended up losing like 5 of my team members, and only 3 of them stayed. And it was really, really difficult putting in my resignation and quitting. I posted my video called "I Quit," where I literally shared the final um call that I had with my team, and everyone was saying like all these super nice things, and it was so hard for me not to cry. I don't think I cried. I don't the only the only time I think I almost cried was when I was talking directly to the camera, saying this is it, and thanking everyone for being on the journey with me. um but COVID changed a lot of stuff. COVID changed the culture of that company. It was remote, so I never got to see my colleagues. It was really tough on me, and I needed more. And it was getting to the point where like my scooping business was blowing up. I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough hours in the day to um, service my customers and continue growing. So my wife, she quit her job. I quit my job. and the rest was history. They're extra long barbecue tongs. They really are. Congratulations. Thank you, Speedy Scoop. I love barbecue tongs. I wish I could barbecue. It's cold outside and I'm a really bad barbecuer. Unless it's like a propane grill, then you just turn turn that on. I'm really bad with charcoal, but I can see how it looks like barbecue tongs. Do you pay employees hourly? Have you considered trying 1099 at all? Advertise as gig work and pay commission percentage per unit served. The only issue with 1099s is there are very specific rules and requirements you need to follow for someone to be categorized as a 1099. So they can't wear your uniform. They have to have their own insurance and business license. You can give them customers, but you can't tell them when they need to service that customer or in what order. They determine all of that. So so those are some of the requirements needed that'll differentiate someone between a W-2 and a 1099 employee. Me, with my business, both my wife and myself, we're W-2 employees. I don't have any 1099s. And when I had to hire extra work earlier in the year, I hired people as W-2 employees. So that's what I did. Would you be open to hearing my plan to integrate a 1099 employee concept? I mean, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. I would probably never do a 1099, but you can propose your plan and we'll see how that goes. Dude, 1099 is state by state as well. Check with your local laws. 1,000% it's state by state. So I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. This is not financial advice. I'm just a guy talking about dog shit on the internet. I don't know what I'm talking about. So just be careful. If you're going to do 1099s, make sure you talk to a professional. Now, I will say, I know successful scoopers that do that they do 1099s with their, I was going to say with their employees, but with their team members, and they do everything by the books. They're following all the rules, and their team members are independent contractors, 1099s. So it's completely possible, but you just have to follow the rules for that. I can't give you what those rules are because I'm not a professional. Oh, I'm a poop scoop professional, but I'm not a 1099 professional. 2K subscribers special, your questions answered. We're closing in on 2 hours on this live stream. We got 25 likes. Get me to 30 likes, please. I want to get to 30 likes. If we get to 30 likes, I'll do another giveaway. And we have more stuff to give away. We're going to up the ante more and more. If you go on poopscoopsfornoobs.com, I have a store with a bunch of products and services that I have available. I think what's next that we're going to do, if we get to 30 likes, I'm going to be giving away 140 before and after and bag display photos for social media. So these are pictures that I've taken through my business, right? Before and after pictures of crazy yards. And if you want to just have a complete collection of marketing materials, God, look at all that dog poop. Wouldn't that be amazing for your own marketing material? So if you want a chance to get this package, 140 before and after pictures, get me to 30 likes on this video. And if you get to 30 likes on this video, then I will do a giveaway, giving away those before and after pictures. I know Donovan likes those pictures. I send him pictures all the time. and not any spicy pictures, just dog poop pictures. I have a plan that threads the needle here in Colorado. Plus, the plan encourages route density generation as a byproduct of the commission structure. Well, share your plan, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it as a poll, and we're going to have the community say if it's a yay or nay with the plan. Now remember, we're just pooper scoopers. I'm not a professional here. So if you want to put in your plan into the chat, like that'll be great to hear. We're at 26 likes. Get me to 30 likes, please. Please, I want to give away 140 before and after pictures. There's 22 people watching. All I need is 4 more likes. Oh, and someone just reached out for a quote. I would reply to them, but I can't right now because I'm on this live stream. I like it when Tony begs. I was gonna say I'm a whore when it comes to likes. I'm trying to blow this up. I love the thumbs up. I love the subscribes. I love you guys. Bars. I love YouTube. I love poop scooping. Poop scooping has been one of the best decisions I ever made. Starting my YouTube channel is one of the best decisions I made. 2 more likes. We're at 28 likes. Get me to 30 likes, and I'm going to be giving away 140 before and after pictures. And you know what? Get me to 30 likes, and I'll do another book giveaway. I'm going to give out a second book because we're almost at 2 hours. We have 24 people watching this live stream. We just need 2 more likes, and we'll be giving away 140 before and after pictures and another copy of my book. But in the meantime, give me some questions, please. And you can hit the like, hitting the thumbs up button on the video. You can like in the actual comment or in the chat as well, but like the actual video, save it, share it with your friends. If you know a pooper scooper out there, send this to them. Try to get them some free shit, you know? Signed copy life. Do your business, brother. Show us how you do it. A peek at the secret sauce, if you will. I mean, should I? Do people really want to know how I reply to a quote? Secret sauces. I'm not going to I don't even know what I'm trying to say, Wes, but I'm not going to recognize what you just said because that's inappropriate for this live stream. 2K subscribers special. I'm 100% blushing. We don't talk about secret sauces outside of our group chat. Red AF. It's just my camera. I probably have rosy cheeks. It's also super hot with this light. I'm trying to get a sheen on my face. 28 likes, 22 people watching. Ask me some questions, like this video. We only need 2 more, and then I can give away a book and 140 before and after pictures. I'm not asking that much. Just send it to your friends. Send it to pooper scoopers that you know. I just want to help people. I just want to answer your questions. We don't talk about the group chat. We sure don't talk about the group chat. What kinds of shoes, boots do you wear? I wear... I don't think you can see it, but they're Hoka, Hoka, Hoka boots. They're super comfortable. These have lasted me more than a year now. I'm super overdue on a new pair of shoes because on average shoes should last between 350 to 500,000 steps, and I have this app tracker that I use to count my steps, and it says I'm at 1.8 million steps that I've taken since April. So 1,000% I need a new pair of shoes. Insulated, same pair in summer versus winter. Um, yeah, like I've been using these shoes. I'm pretty sure I used these shoes during the wintertime last year, but I also remember wearing snowshoes, like super super high to your thigh calf snowshoes. Because we ended up getting like a couple of inches of snow, like a couple of inches of snow last year, and these shoes would not. I don't think they would insulate really well. They used to, but now they have a lot of holes, which makes me sad. So now early in the morning with all the mildew and frozen poop out there, I tend to go home with like soggy socks, which is sad. Do you let your customers dictate which days you scoop? Never, ever, ever. Um, Not anymore, at least. In the beginning, I did let my customers dictate when I scooped because I was so desperate to close a sale. But realistically, once you get to a specific size with your business, it's impossible to let your customers dictate the days you scoop. Most of the time, people will either tell you Friday because they want their yard clean for the weekend, or the day before their landscaper comes because they want their yard cleared of dog poop before their landscaper has to mow on it, which doesn't make any sense to me because we scoop all year long. A landscaper is going to work for 8 to 9 months, but they value a landscaper more than they value our services, even though we scoop in the snow, in the rain, during the blistering heat. Every single week we're scooping, but they still want you to be there before the landscaper. So after a specific point, um, I just stopped. I was gonna say I stopped caring, but I don't let customers dictate when I'm gonna go to their house. I have specific routes on specific days, and if it doesn't work for them, then it doesn't work for them. Do you even read? Never. I mean, I have this book. I have like 15 books right here. I have another 7 books right here. I got a library behind me. I have a shit ton of books. 28 likes. Get me to 2 more likes. There's 20 people watching. Just get me to 30 likes and I'll give away some stuff again. Not scalable. Ask Donovan how much that works. Oh yeah, because I think Donovan does decide or tell people when they can scoop. Okay, we will start by advertising for 1099 contractors to perform easy, good paying work. They would have freedom to make their own schedule by simply chiming in when they are ready to start working. And then informing dispatch when they are ready to be done for the day. Just had our first client. Congrats. And basically had to agree to the day they wanted. Desperate at the beginning as well. Yeah, it's completely understandable being desperate because you want to please them. You want to make sure you do a good job. It sucks. At the end of the day, it's your business. You decide what's good for you and your customers. Lean into what they're asking you in the beginning, but if you're going to agree to the day that they want, you have to get them to promise you to leave you like a review or ask for a referral or both. Like try to maximize that interaction as much as possible. Especially when you're first starting out. Reviews are super important. Before and after pictures are super important, which is why I'm trying to give away 140 before and after pictures. If we could just get to 30 likes on this video. Got a jet. Thanks for doing this. Be seeing ya. Great to see you, Matthew. Have a good evening. I'm at 180K, 210K steps per month. Let's see what mine says. This might be hard to read. 261K in August, 231K in September, 254K in October, and 1.8 million steps total. So that's a lot of walking. If the contractor chooses to inform us of their work schedule in advance, then it would allow us to create a route for them that would have a more favorable route density, meaning they could run more calls in the same amount of time because their route could be optimized for time efficiency. Otherwise, when they time in, we'll create a route for them for the available jobs needing completion. The only issue is like you're creating a route for them, and to be a 1099, they have to make their own schedule and their own route. So, like, I'm not a professional. I'm not going to say that's right or wrong. You just have to be careful. If you're creating a route for them, if you're determining when they work, that's not a 1099. That's a W-2 employee. That was your username. I wasn't asking if you read. Sorry, Wes. It's been a long day. I'm riding the highs of buying myself a truck. And their newly created route may not exactly have the most preferred route density, leading or to potentially fewer calls per hour capability. I don't know. It's very sus. Shush your mouth. We asked them to simply download an app on their smart device, and it will be the entire thing in which they can connect to look check-in and start working through the work route. Each contractor will receive a percentage of the sold work at each visit. They will have the ability to attempt to upsell service, and their compensation will be pre-negotiated. Percentage of the net profit on the job sold. Initially, the sold work they would be doing would pay them a base percentage per job, but if they go and knock on the surrounding door and generate a new customer based on their efforts, then those customer accounts will pay them a higher percentage than the standard for every month and instance that they service them. I don't know. All I can say is that sounds very complicated, and employees want to know what they're getting paid super easily. If they have to explain the Pythagorean theorem to their wife on this is how much I'm going to get paid because of XYZ variables, people are going to get really frustrated. So I would have to look into this more. Preferably not broken up into like different chats. Maybe it could work, maybe not. But employees prefer more simple terms on their payments. Yeah. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this last giveaway. So remember, this last giveaway, we have 2 stuff we're giving away. We're giving away another copy of the book and 140 before and after pictures. So for this one, #book. #book in the chat. You only need to do it once. Type in #book for a free chance of a copy of my book, What Every Property Manager Needs to Know About Effective Pet Waste Management. John really wants a book. He yelled that out. Book. The customers generated by advertising will pay like 5% of the monthly contract per pickup. Customer contracts that were generated by canvassing the neighboring houses, then the scooper will make. Make what? 15 people in the chat, 4 entries. Make sure you type in #book into the chat for a free copy of What Every Property Manager Needs to Know About Effective Pet Waste Management. And then after that, I will do the giveaway for the 140 before and after pictures. Oh man. Am I just going to draw this right now? Just 4 people is going to be 25% chance of getting a book. Someone's going to be happy just to get a book. I'm just going to draw it because I see people are leaving the the live stream, so we might as well just do this now before the end of the night. Freaking lazy. Congrats. Send me a message on Facebook and Instagram. If you don't have Facebook and Instagram, you can go on poopscoopsfornoobs.com, click the contacts page, and then fill out the form. I'm going to ask you to confirm who you are. Just show a screenshot of your YouTube handle, and I will send you a free copy of my book. And now we're going to do the last giveaway because I'm super tired and and I need to get some food. So I'm having a brain fart. Brain fart. Hashtag brain fart. This is the last giveaway that I'm doing today. As a reminder, 2K subscriber special. I've been giving away stuff to all my subscribers. All you have to do is type in hashtag brain fart. And for this giveaway, what I'm going to be giving away is my 140 before and after pictures for social media. This is great for your marketing campaigns, for social proof of your business with the services that you have. It's over 140 houses that I've serviced. It's a great resource, and you're going to get it all for free just by typing in hashtag brain fart. So I'm going to let this roll for a little bit and go through some more comments before we wrap this up. Donovan's already got one. It's not unlike gig work like Uber or whatever when you get presented with the work as it comes. I mean, I think you might have something. Like I said, I don't really have an opinion because I don't want to say, oh, that's something that you can do or you can't do, because I'm not a CPA or a lawyer. There is just one thing that you said before that was a big red flag for me. This comment right here. Otherwise, when they chime in, we will create a route for them. I don't think Uber drivers get a route created for them, you know? Like, they get shown a potential customer, then they have to sign up for it or accept the job, but Uber's not creating a route for them. If you're creating a route for them, you're dictating their schedule, and that's not a 1099, that's a W-2 employee. So I would look more into that. Employees prefer simple independent contractors prefer uncapped income potential. Uncapped income potential, you can do that with pay for performance, not having to do something complicated depending on like whatever criteria, but you can do pay for performance. Deb, you did hashtag book. I would say you're probably watching the like a pre-recorded because this is still live. You want to do hashtag brain fart if you want access, if you want to get in this giveaway. I take a book for sure. Hashtag brain fart. We got 12 people on this call. 14 people on this call. Hashtag brain fart. Type it in the chat. All you need to do is type it in once. You'll get yourself you'll get yourself my free 140 before and after pictures. Paolo, hello Anthony, please talk about commercial prices. I talked about commercial prices earlier in this video, so you can definitely rewind. I pretty much broke down how I would do my commercial pricing, and I would also say I'm pulling up my my YouTube channel. Hold on a second. So if you go on my YouTube channel, which one is it? Oh, this video right here, Apartments, HOAs, How to Bid and Make Money as a Pet Waste Removal Business. That's a video. This is a great video that I made where I talk exactly about breaking down how to bid commercial accounts. So I'll ping that in the YouTube chat. But I would recommend checking that out if you want advice on bidding commercial accounts, and like rewinding some of this video because earlier in the live stream I talked about pricing. Deb needs to fast forward her live stream. That is correct. You need to fast forward the live stream. Brain fart. While you're waiting, could you give us some name for a business? A name for a business. I mean, that's something that you could definitely use like AI for. What I liked doing, I liked using alliteration. So that's why I went with like my last name with the word Scoops, Salazar Scoops. So it just depends on like your branding, right? I like alliteration. I think it's catchy. I would recommend 2 words maximum for your business name. But off the top of my head, I mean, I'm having a brain fart. I would not listen to any business name recommendation I have right now because I'm 2 hours and 15 minutes into the live stream. And yeah, that's the best I can do. Love you, brother. I'm out. Phone is gonna die. So I'm just gonna let it rip. This is it. The last giveaway. Deb Myers, look at that. See, that's why you had to fast forward on the live stream because you would have missed it. Deb, congratulations. You get yourself, or you're getting my 140 before and after photos. Make sure you send me a comment or a message on Facebook or Instagram. If you don't have Facebook or Instagram, on Poop Scoops for Noobs, that would be my handle on Facebook and Instagram. If you don't have Facebook or Instagram, you can click the contact button on my website and fill out the form. I'm going to ask you for just show me proof of who you are, right? Show me your YouTube handle, screenshot of your YouTube handle, and then I will make sure to send you the before and after pictures. So just as a reminder of the stuff that we talked about today, I shared a lot of different resources today. You can go on poopscoopsfornoobs.com/jobber. Try out Jobber for free. Get yourself a 14-day free trial plus my exclusive discount. I'll send you my Jobber cheat sheet. If you sign up for a subscription plan with Jobber, I'll also do a 1-hour coaching to help you get Jobber all set up and configured exactly how I do it. So poopscoopsfornoobs.com/jobber. I also talked about the magnetic marketing bootcamp. Poopscoopsfornoobs.com/fast bootcamp. If you like all the ideas that I talk about with direct response marketing, if you've listened to me talk about magnetic marketing over the past year or so, Dan Kennedy, everything, poopscoopsfornoobs.com/fast bootcamp. You'll get added completely for free to this new bootcamp that the magnetic marketing team is doing on November 14th to 15th. So I highly recommend that. My website, poopscoopsfornoobs.com. I have my equipment list, 2024 equipment guide, 18 best professional pooper scooper tools for your pet waste removal business 2024. You can find this under the professional equipment and supplies link. I have the Scoop Report. Before I share my screen, the Scoop Report is the newsletter that I've created. I send you the exact tactics and strategies, stuff that I'm thinking through with my Pooper Super business. You can get that by subscribing to the Scoop Report. Oh, and the last thing that I wanted to share, I overhauled my poop scooping calculator. So I have a calculator that shows how much you can make by charging by the bag, if you were charging by time, and then breaking down the weekly price for 1 to 6 dogs. And anything in yellow, you can change the values, right? So if I had 1 dog weekly service for 17 per visit, monthly revenue is 73.67. You need 7 customers at this price to get to 500, and you need 14 of this customers to get to 1,000. You can get access to this calculator on my website, poopscoopsfornoobs.com, and on the lower left corner, I'm not sharing my screen, hold on, poopscoopsfornoobs.com, and on the lower left corner of the screen there's a button that says get free calculator. So thank you so much for being part of my 2K subscriber special. If there were no other questions, I really appreciate all the time and energy you spent with me today. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my subscribers. Uh, I'm super happy that I started my YouTube channel. I'm super happy that I can talk to you about growing a pooper super business. I've shared a lot of the ups, a lot of the downs, the trials and tribulations I've went through. So if you found any value in what I do, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next scoop. And as always, acknowledge the now. Bye.